كورونا يستنفر العالم، فكورونا فصيلة كبيرة من الفيروسات التي تصيب الحيوانات بشكل رئيسي، ومكمن الخطورة في أنه يمكنها أن تصيب الإنسان بالعدوى، وذلك في بعض الأحيان. هذه العدوى يمكن أن تكون عن طريق الجو أو الإفرازات أو ملامسة الأجسام الملوثة، وغالبا ما ترتبط بنزلات البرد خاصة في فصل الشتاء. تسبب نوعان من فيروسات كورونا في أوبئة خطيرة، وأولها متلازمة الالتهاب التنفسي الحاد أو فيروس سارس بين 2002 و2003، وأوقع 8000 مصاب، توفي 10% منهم، وبينهم نحو 350 في الصين. أما الثاني فهو متلازمة الشرق الأوسط التنفسية أو ما عرف بفيروس ميرس، واكتشف للمرة الأولى عام 2012 في منطقة الشرق الأوسط. نهاية ديسمبر من العام الماضي ظهرت حالات التهاب رئوي حاد في الصين، ورصد فيروس كورونا في سوق في مدينة ووهان، وهي عاصمة مقاطعة خوباي، ويبلغ عدد سكانها 11 مليونا. وفي 7 يناير كشف عن فيروس كورونا جديد، وسجلت لاحقا أول حالة وفاة لمصاب كان يعاني من التهاب رئوي حاد. تنتمي السلالة الجديدة من الفيروس إلى العائلة الموسعة من كورونا، وعددها 6، وتستهدف الإنسان مباشرة، وهي من الفيروسات التاجية التي تهاجم عادة الجهاز التنفسي. ويعتقد أن مدة حضانة الفيروس هي 7 أيام، وقد تصل إلى 14 يوما أو أكثر. الفيروس يهدد أساسا من يعانون ضعفا مناعيا، إضافة إلى الرضع وكبار السن، ويمكن أن ينتقل من شخص إلى آخر بالاتصال عن قرب مع الشخص المصاب. تتمثل بوادر أعراض المرض في ضيق وصعوبة في التنفس والسعال وصداع في الرأس والتهاب رئوي وفشل في الكلى، وتعد الحمى من أكثر الأعراض.
By now, you've probably heard of COVID-19, or coronavirus disease discovered in 2019, which is responsible for a global pandemic. Thus far, the main country affected has been China, but it spread to a number of other countries around the world to a varying degree. The virus was initially referred to as the 2019 nCoV, or the 2019 novel coronavirus, and was informally called the Wuhan coronavirus. The World Health Organization named the disease COVID-19 because it doesn't refer to a geographical location, an animal, a person, or a group of people, all of which can lead to stigma. They also wanted to make it pronounceable and related to the disease, which is not an easy task. The virus was officially named SARS-CoV-2, or Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2, because it's genetically very similar to the SARS coronavirus, which was responsible for, well, the Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome, or SARS outbreak in 2002. So, SARS-CoV-2 causes COVID-19. Now, coronaviruses that circulate among humans are typically benign, and they cause about a quarter of all common cold illnesses. But occasionally, coronaviruses that circulate in an animal reservoir mutate just enough to where they're able to start infecting and causing disease in humans, if they're given an opportunity. In 2002, SARS was a coronavirus that hopped over from bats to civets, which is a cat-like mammal, and then over to humans. And in 2012, there was MERS, which was a coronavirus that hopped over from bats to camels a few decades ago, and then circulated among camels for quite some time before eventually infecting humans. COVID-19 most likely also started with bats, but this time the intermediate host was probably a pangolin, an animal that looks like a cross between an anteater and an armadillo. That's based on the fact that scientists identified a coronavirus in pangolins that's a 96% genetic match to SARS-CoV-2. Sadly, pangolins are heavily trafficked around the planet, largely because people believe that their scales have healing properties. And because they're moved around the world rather than just left in the wild, there are ample opportunities for a coronavirus to go from a pangolin to a human. As of February 11th, 2020, there have been 43,103 cases of COVID-19 and 1,018 deaths, with a fatality rate of 2.4%, according to the World Health Organization. The vast majority of cases and deaths have occurred in China. For a little perspective, the 2002 SARS outbreak resulted in 8,098 cases and 774 deaths, so the fatality rate was around 9.6%. And the 2012 MERS outbreak resulted in 2,494 cases and 858 deaths, bringing the fatality rate to 34%. Finally, for the 2014 Ebola outbreak, which was granted not due to a coronavirus, there were 28,639 cases and 11,316 deaths. The fatality rate was a whopping 40%. At a microscopic level, coronaviruses are single-strand positive-sense RNA viruses with protein spikes on their surface that look a little bit like a crown under a microscope. In fact, corona is Latin for crown. Besides just looking majestic, these spikes allow the virus to invade cells lining the respiratory tract and lungs. After binding, the coronavirus enters and takes over the cellular machinery to make more and more copies of itself so it can spread to the surrounding cells and get into the mucus. Sometimes the infection is mild, and some people don't develop any symptoms at all. For others, they can develop symptoms that range from pretty mild, like fever, cough, and shortness of breath, all the way to serious problems like pneumonia. Severe lung damage can cause acute respiratory distress syndrome, or ARDS, which occurs when the lung inflammation is so severe that fluid builds up around and within the lungs. The severe infection can cause septic shock, which happens when the blood pressure falls dramatically and the body's organs are starved for oxygen. ARDS and shock are the main cause of death for people with the infection, and this is more likely to occur in those over the age of 60, smokers, and people with previous medical conditions like hypertension.